Hey everyone, welcome to day 57. You have made it to our last heavy day for the cycle series. I'm very excited, as always, to get a heavy day in. So I have two 44-pound kettlebells that I'm going to be using for squats and deadlifts, a set of 15s, a set of 20s, and a set of 25s. As always, if you do not have access to heavy weight, I would like for you to please just work at a faster pace, probably take less breaks. I'll be taking some pauses between my sets, between my exercises, and you can just keep working, throw in some squat thrusts, throw in some jump squats, but you should feel intensity today, a higher load, a higher intensity than we normally hit on our other days. So as always, we need a nice solid warm up. Make sure everything's ready to get under load. So we're going to start with our child's pose. Put your knees nice and wide, big toes together. Reach your arms forward and sit your hips back. Once you're there, you can let your hips shift left and right. Breathe nice and deep. See if you can get that rib cage to expand with your in breath. And then grab tight through the core with your out breath. Okay, keep your hips level and then rotate your shoulders now. Shift those shoulders left and right. So you're going to just drop your left shoulder down, drop your right shoulder down, drop the left and drop the right. Perfect. Okay, grab deep into the core. Let's roll forward into our seal pose. Slide those shoulder blades down. Pinch your elbows in tight. Grab tight through the glutes. Open through the chest. Exhale, push back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Make sure that the core is staying strong and flexed throughout the entire move. One more. All right. Back into your hands and knees. We're going to hit up that cat-cow. Before we even start moving, find that flexion into the abdomen, then open your chest. Pull the tailbone up toward the back of your head, back of the head toward the tailbone. Push into your hands and knees and round the other direction. Just feel a nice big movement and rotation in your spine. Waving up, roller coaster style, up and down. Big motion up and big droopy motion down. Last one. All right. Let those hips rove to the right and rove to the left. Good check in here on those abductors. You can feel a nice pull and stretch through the sides of those glutes. Okay, sink back just a little bit onto your feet. We're going to turn our hands around, stretch to the forearms. Gripping heavy weight always gets into the forearms a bit. So that's another kind of aspect when you start to go a little bit heavier. Grip can become an issue, but don't let it deter you or detain you or disappoint you. It's part of it. Okay, flip your hands around. Palms face up towards the armpits. And then let your elbows rotate out and in, out and in. Okay, come up into a wide squat. Shift your hips back, sink your hips low, and we're going to rotate side to side. Get those thoracic rotations from here. So like I said, if you do not have access to heavy weight, just work quite a lot more reps. I want you to try to feel your intensity today, up your level of load, up your level of push and drive. So you should feel higher effort output. All right, come to the middle, straighten your legs, hinge to the right, hinge to the left. I'll be taking little stretches between my exercises. So if you want to go jumping jacks, high knees, squat thrusts, to up your intensity, feel free. All right, round all the way up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get rolling. We're going to start with a farmer squat. So this is where I'm going to hold my kettlebells here either side. And what we're going to do as far as reps go, we're going to do maximum repetition. So at least within reason, I'm going to try to go as many reps as I can up to a certain number. Probably I'll stop at 20. I doubt I'll get close, but you never know. Sometimes it's tough to get enough reps with legs when you're in your garage or home gym. So if you have access to a bar, then use that. All right, strong core, open chest, sink those hips all the way back and down and drive up. Focus on that flexion into the legs. Six. Knees pull wide with your pinky toes. Find the four corners of your foot. So 2 on the top, big toe ball mound, pinky toe ball mound, and then try to level off in that heel. Pack into that upper back. All right, I'm going to call that my number. So I'm going to take a little hamstring stretch, and then we're going to go deadlifts. So bend your left knee, straighten your right. Make sure the hips are level. Other side. Straighten the left, bend the right. All right, and then come on up. So we're going to go deadlifts. As I gear in, you go ahead and hit it up if you're ready to go. Lock into the core, toes straight ahead. If you find that you struggle with your low back grounding with deadlifts, then try taking a wider stance. Try not bending forward quite so far. So a second ago with our squat, we had our squat in the hips. Now we hit our hinge, right? Pushing the hips back, keeping the chest long. We want the chest to drop forward, driving up through the heels to activate the glutes. Really focus on core grab. Trying to push to our maximum. All right, but I'm going to stop at 20 for those. Whew. Okay, lie on the ground. If you would like to take some jump squats, go for it. A few more body weight squats. Otherwise, figure four stretch. Exhale, pull in. Drop your right foot down, and then rotate out to the right. Whew. Into the middle. Right leg over the left. Glute stretch, pull in, exhale. Drop your left foot and rotate to the left. All right. Now we're going into that upper body. We'll see what we got in terms of reps now. So we're going to do a slow motive. Oh, no, I'm sorry, a gorilla row. So I'm going to go back to my kettlebells here. All right. Kettlebells or dumbbells work just as fine. So plant your bells. You want 2 of them. Sit your hips back so your back's nice and flat. Plant your left hand on that left bell. Row the right one up. Then the left. Sit back on your heels. And as with all rows, we're here for our back. Find your core. Core always supports that hinge. Get that little rotation. We're going to try to go for those maximum reps. Really pushing, pulling, actually. Once it gets tough, you just work in increments of 1. Can you get one more? One more. Back stays long. Don't lose form. One more for me. All right. We're going to head down, hit a little thread the needle, or hit your jump squats, jumping jacks, a few more reps. So again, find your challenge. If you have lighter weights that feel lighter, then take your reps a little faster and get more. Whew, okay, next up we're going to do our overhead press. If you don't do an overhead press, then you can do a dead row, pulling your weights back here. So just stay in the back. I'm going to get my 25, see how it goes. All right. We're just getting as many as we can. Lock into the back, lock into the core. That's my number. Okay. Whew. Head to the ground on your back, or you can get your jump squats, or you can get your squat thrusts. We're going to go back into our pelvic rotation. Whew. So left ankle crosses on top of the right knee, then turn to the right. Right ankle crosses on the left, turn to the left. My whole body is shaking already. If you notice, as you've gone along in these heavy days, whether it's strength or whether it's just stamina, it's a really helpful thing to just think back into also what you've done leading up. So I probably could have eaten a little more dinner last night. Thinking about it now, I slept well, so that's good. But noticing the body shakes, it's good. It's going to happen. We're in a side raise, so hold your thumbs up and then rotate out. But you've got to have good nutrition, the right balance of macronutrients, so protein, carbohydrates, and fats, in order to support heavy load. It's a lot more difficult to fake your way through than a cardio session. Belly strong. Not creeping into the neck. We want to build those shoulders. All right, that's my number. Take your right arm across the body or get your jumping jacks. Squat thrust. Now take it behind. Pull your hand across. Stretch the front of that shoulder. All right, we're going to hit up strict curls next. I'm going to try 25s. I can corkscrew 25s. I don't know about strict curls. So it's an experiment for me today as well. Whew. All right. Here we go. So strict, pretend your dumbbells are on a bar. Your elbows staying tight. Curl all the way up. Control the drop. 3. I can't do anymore. All right, so that's it. We're going to stay with 3, and then the next round I'm going to drop down to the 20. All right, drop onto the ground. Let's get our forearm stretch. If you have lighter weights, just keep curling for a minute. Good to see where we're at. Perfect. Thread your needle. Let your hips rotate. So if your left arm's under, your hips pull to the left. Other side. Right arm under, hips pull to the right. Downward facing dog. We're back into our squats. Back at the top. All right. Gear up. So again, different type of intensity with a heavy day. As I said, I'm shaking. Heart rate's not too crazy, but you should feel it the rest of the day. Just the fatigue. Build those legs. Put the work in the part of the thigh that you want. Pull those knees wide. 2 more for me. Perfect. All right, we'll leave them close for deadlifts. Let's take a spider lunge. So out to one side. Other leg straight. Okay, switch it over. Deadlifts are next. Go ahead and hop into it if you're ready, or you can wait. All right. Mentally set up just as much as physically. Make sure you can still hold upper back and core. So we don't want the rest of the body to fall apart and then just go through the motions. So feel that upper back flexing. Feel the difference of your deadlift to the squat. Hips and shoulders are to stay squared off. Meaning, as you hinge forward, if you had a line or a pole or a ruler, shoulders and hips would be flat on that pole. That pole could touch the top shoulder and the pelvis without a round in your back. One more. Whew. All right. Drop down to your mat on your back. Pull one leg up. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse. Keep switching back and forth. We're going to do one more. Whew. Tuck it in. Make sure that low back's doing okay. Mine's feeling great. And come up. All right. Heart rate got up on those. Back into our gorilla row. Belly strong, hinge forward. Make sure your hips are dropped. So we want a nice low squat. Yes, I'll go this way. Another point of view. All right. Knees and toes line up. Again, watch your low back. So mine likes to kind of wink up the tailbone, so I kind of tuck it under, then get that row. Keep the core strong under the load. Keep it going till you have to stop. Whew. Okay, that's my number. Nice job. All right. Take a child's pose. Whew. Get a little recovery. Come up. Let your hips swing to the right. Stretch through those lats and your abductors. Okay, overhead press. See what we have this time. Give those forearms a nice stretch. All right. Upper body set or portion doesn't take quite as much heart rate. Firm foundation. Keep the core strong. Whew. So what I have to watch, most of us have to watch, is as we keep going and progressing up, then the hips want to push forward. So we got to keep that stance back. All right. Get your arms stretched. We're going to hit up our side raise next. Take a little interim first. Okay. Shoulders back and down. Elbows in tight. Here we go. Hitting those max reps. Pinch into your upper back. Then grab with that mid delt. We're finding those shoulders. Oh, all right. That's my number. Woo. Doing good. Doing good. Oh, all righty. Curls. Hit my 20s this time. See what I have here. Keep the wrists strong. So make sure, I don't know if you can tell or not, that the wrists aren't bending back, but they're staying strong. All the way up, all the way down. Elbows stay tight next to your rib cage instead of floating forward. Keep the chest up. All right, that's my number. Beautiful job. All right, come down onto your hands and knees and go into your forearm stretch again. let's hit up our overhead press, side raise and curls. One more time. Unless you prefer to go back into your legs, feel free. Just a little extra time. See what we got. I know I've mentioned it before, but just in case, generally between sets, you take 2 to 3 minutes to recover. So then you can get a few more reps. If you want to do a true heavy day, see if you can grab an hour or two. Just take your time, set in some good music, good breath work, and take time between your sets. Nice job. I'll take 6. Grab your hands behind your back. Push them off the hips. Hinge forward. I don't know if you've noticed either, on those higher volume days, the fatigue and burn is different, right? Lighter weights definitely add up. Usually you work a little faster, so it's a little bit different of a give back as well. Keep the core. Keep the elbows high and forward. Oh, good. Lots of grunting. Whew. Okay. See what we can hit with our curls. Make sure you're really taking time on your return. So the return to the floor, your eccentric phase, where the muscles are lengthening, the biceps lengthen back out. That's where you build the most strength. So really dial in. There it is. Beautiful job. All right, start on your backs. Oh. Put those arms out wide, palms on the ground. Let them stretch. Feet are wide, and then rotate your knees to the left. Take your left foot and place it on top of your right knee. You can adjust your right foot a little if needed. Pull your palms up so you get a little forearm stretch. So forearms are still on the ground, but just pull your palms up, the back of the hand up. Okay, release. Bring it in. We're going to keep that left leg crossed over. Get your glute stretch. I hope that you have a high protein first meal for today, whether it's right away or in the next 2, 3, 4 hours. Lots of water. Okay, bring those feet down. Rock over to the right. Put your arms back out, and then your right foot on top of your left knee. Let's take both arms up overhead now. See if you can clasp your hands behind and up behind your head. Extra little stretch and reach. Feel that left knee pull down, lengthen through, and then rock in. Grab behind your left thigh. Flex both feet. Pull deep into your chest. Breathe deep. Workouts are a stress on the body. It's a definite positive stress, as some and a lot of stress is positive. Our bodies do need to be able to get through a state of stress. Tuck your knees, roll it over. However, we want to be able to mitigate and to manage our stress well, which is also a huge byproduct of then having appropriate body weight. So bring your left leg forward, keep your right leg back, and we're going to get some breath work done to help with recovery and with stress. So I'm going to go ahead, plant both hands inside my left foot, get a little external rotation on your arms so the biceps point forward, elbows point back, and then we're going to focus on breath. Let's go 2 rounds of box breathing. So exhale all the way, and then inhale 3 or 4 counts. Hold for the same amount, and exhale for the same amount. Hold for the same amount. And again, inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. All right, we're going to take a little hamstring stretch here. Lengthen through the back, pull that left hip back, and then cross your left ankle to the right side of the mat. Flex your foot, drop into your pigeon. We're going to do the same 2 rounds of box breathing. This is going to give back from what we grabbed through the workout. And again, we discount how important it is to manage stress. We put so much time and emphasis into food, into our skincare products, into our exercise regimen and routine, and we fail to get back and manage stress or sleep well. So get some breath work in, a little bit of meditation every day, whatever that means for you. There's no wrong way to just stop and breathe. Focus on sounds, feelings, your body, your breath. Okay, go ahead and push yourself up and switch to the other side. Right leg forward. And as I'm chatting, hopefully you're still running your box breath. That's the goal here, 2 rounds per position other than that hamstring. So again, find the stretch where you like it. Then focus on your box. Figure out where in your day you're finding excuses to give back to yourself, excuses to take away from the priorities that you've set. A lot of times they're good excuses. A lot of times they're reasons. A lot of times you're helping someone. You're being a kind person. However, when you're in a state of focus on yourself and trying to heal yourself, and nurture yourself, make sure that you are in a healthy and safe place first, because I guarantee you'll be better off in the long run in your help and care for others. All right, hit our pigeon, 2 more box breaths, and then we're going to call it a day. All right, push yourself up and back. We snuck in some breathing there, but try to find some more throughout your day. Even if it's at a stop sign or a stoplight, or when you're waiting on someone, just take a few deep breaths, focus. Fantastic job. Thanks for joining me for our last heavy day for this series. I'll see you again tomorrow.